So then, I think in my notes to you I said go out to the ball field, because somebody in their grand wisdom planted 1,000,000 trees right under the power lines. And I know that Janelle and Josh and I don't know who else, Jerry and I were out there last summer and looked at this. And we weren't you with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so we were going to just bury that line. Well, it's not quite that simple. The problem is we need to bore the wire in. We have to pay for the conduit to put the wire in. We have to pay for the wire, and for the 6 poles out there need replaced. 4 of the 6. Right? That's what we talked about this morning. Anyway.
Are those the poles that have the lights on?
Those are the poles that have the lights on. It's going to be expensive to take the poles down, the lights off of them, put the lights and all the paraphernalia back on the new poles, and put the whole thing back up. With the estimates that we have, we're looking at just that project, $8,000 to $10,000. The other issue, along with that issue, but yet it's a separate piece, is the Petzenhauser's power line runs in that same group of trees. And it's going to be about $3,100 to run a power line underground to her pole. And Jerry tells me that that pole out there is one that is on his list that must be replaced very soon. So, yeah.
Wow. What's it going to cost to take down the trees?
I was going to say, what we've been spending on trees lately.
The way I see it, that's the issue. We either spend the money and bury these lines, or we take the trees out. I think that's... But how often do we use the lights?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Slim to none. I mean, well, probably more now we have this softball league, if
it goes through, but if we don't, it's not worth the money.
And how many teams did you have? I'm not going to base it off that, but how many did we have take advantage of that this year?
We didn't have any teams. We had individuals that came up, and then as they came up, we divided into teams.
Okay.
Did it run after dark?
Yeah, we had to use the lights. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because a lot of times our second game never started until 8. So I can't see taking trees down. I hate losing any more trees. I don't know.
The only other problem you run into is that to bury it, you could always have a problem with the root growing into it later, you know.
Well, that's why the boring company has recommended we put most of that in conduit out there.
Right.
The primary line to Bev's for sure. And I think we've got that in the bid for the ball field too.
So can we break this down and not do the lights? I guess I remember it. But can we break this down over a period of years, or wait and see if we use those lights to replace those poles, or even...
You still have a tree issue in the lines.
Yeah, I know that.
So, yeah, can you not do it right away? Yeah, but then we're going to have to trim those trees. Those trees are going to have to be trimmed to where they're...
Yeah. You just trimmed like last year?
Some. Trees grow, guys.
Yeah.
They've grown a lot this summer.
They're in the lines.
Yeah, they are in the lines.
Maybe we need to review the trimming and cut them back further, so we only have to do it every couple of years. Because if you're making a cut... They never trimmed any of those. They have not trimmed any of those?
Petzenhauser.
Yeah, they did Petzenhausers.
I don't, yeah.
Yeah, because that was a big issue. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. I'll get yelled at about that.
Yeah, Josh and I got called out there.
Well, they never trimmed in or something. Like I said, they planted one tree is 5 foot away from a pole.
Who planted all that?
Wasn't me. But I mean, they're not just like a small tree, they're going to be huge trees.
What are they, ash trees? The ash trees? I would say they're ash.
We might wait for the emerald ash borer to get
we might get them anyway.
Yeah, but it won't take the ones that are going to be painted that year too much.
Maybe.
Can we go in and just top all the trees? Will that buy us?
the last couple of years, so.
Hospital trees, it's the sides. It's sprayed up along the sides, so, well, that's the thing it is.
And cut out that bridge.
Kick the trees out.
The trees right now are the ones that are basically in the ball down ones. They're not quite got into them light or like third line, but it's just basically when they get big enough, they're all going to be right in that them too. You're just going to have to keep trimming both sides of the line.
So what was the cost
So
of
we're looking
area?
at like $12,000 to do the ball diamond and petrol
At least.
at least.
Probably closer. So what if you just did Tesson houses for the time?
You still run into the line above
Okay.
problem next to the ballpark. I guess I would say I'd like to make a motion to see what's gonna cost, get bids to take down the trees. I hate to
Let's
lose,
take them down. That's it.
if they're not that big, you could do it.
Yeah, I hate to lose all that shade for soccer.
For what we save, we can buy a ton of those little sport tents.
Buy umbrellas.
We can buy a bunch of those.
Well, I can't take it back.
Yeah, they're not that bad, Jerry.
So do I have a motion then for Jerry to take the trees down?
I'll make a motion, to take the trees down.
Do I have a second?
Trees out.
Who's up that low?
Makes it great for the soccer, like Janelle says, and for the people to sit on it. I don't,
And it, not a great deal yet, but stops a little snow coming across the ball
Yeah.
field that lands on Cottonwood Street.
I'm really not in favor of taking the trees down. I don't know what to do. I lost a lot of trees anyway.
Here's my opinion.
Get more.
The biggest thing right now, we'll never have little neighbor.
No, not again. They took it away and it's gone.
We can go by for a year or two and see what, if this, the ball thing works, and then we'll have to do something there. Right now, trim a few miles, whatever, just kind of,
You know, with the centennial coming up, I mean, we, the rec committee, plan on utilizing a lot of space up there. And I hate to have the trees down now.
we have more space to tree.
No.
No, but I think you can go, just to see how that softball thing can go, otherwise you're gonna have to do either or.
I know.
I just think the 12 grand a berry, it's ridiculous when we have an option just to chop a few trees and we can go spend $500 and plant some more. I'm okay
So why
with
don't we wait a
that.
couple of years and see what
Right,
happens
and we
with
can
this
do
fall?
that, yeah,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
I would rather do that
Yeah,
and see if it's utilized versus spend all that money and take out trees.
Yeah.
So then do I have a motion to put it on hold for a couple of years to see where we're at?
And then motion to revisit it in 2000.
When?
August of 2014.
Seriously? Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
If it becomes a problem before then, Jerry, let us know.
I will make a motion to do the Renzi or the Bardo property.
Yes, I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.